What's up, everybody? This is Peter again for Sports Hard Rumors and Debates. How are you guys? Listen, I told you this before. I'll tell you this again. And for all you Cardinal fans out there, the ones who have told me that Kyler Murray's going to be amazing and all this stuff, I'm not knocking this man all the time, right? And I wasn't trying to be mean. And I had some fans who sometimes they just don't understand, right? They're a Cardinal fan, but they just can't accept the fact that Kyler is just okay. He's so talented, okay? Extremely talented. Because when you're that size and you're in the NFL as a quarterback, it says a lot, right? You have to be great. The issue with Kyler Murray is two things. One, he can't control it. It's his height. And two, he just doesn't accept the fact that he misses targets. Whether it's his height he misses targets for, or whether it's because he just is not a great quarterback because he's better at running, whether it's just he can't read different options. I don't get it, but let's kind of break down the game yesterday. First, I said, let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about the first 2 weeks, okay? The first week, they played Buffalo. Should have won the game. Played great. The score doesn't explain how the defense was, right? The defense was pretty good, especially at Buffalo. And the first game of the season was a very good game. It got a little crazy in the middle. Look at Josh Allen. Buffalo's just a great team. So they played really well. Kyler missed a lot of open targets. And they're trying to simplify Kyler Murray to the point of, dude, just don't fuck up and do the most basic shit. That's what he's doing. And that's what I asked for from Kyler Murray, right? This is exactly what I asked for. Just do the basics, because we don't want you throwing too far all the time to throw picks. We don't want you getting hurt. So they're protecting Kyler Murray. And he did an average job week 1. Week 2, probably his best game since way before the injury. It was a great game all around, right? There's going to be those games where everything works well for you. The Rams just looked horrible. It was going to be one of those days, and Kyler did a great job just throwing the ball deep and hitting, perfect throws and running at the perfect amount, and that looks great, but it's not going to work all the time, and it doesn't work against good teams. Simple as that. It just doesn't work. Come to this week, right? You've seen a tale of two Cardinal teams. When I made a video a couple of days ago, or yesterday, whatever it was, I said that the main thing is Arizona focused on defense in the offseason. They did. Their defense is a lot better. And if you don't believe me, ask Buda Baker. He's the one who said it as well. So, and people don't get that Arizona actually didn't have a horrible defense before all the time. It was like when Kyler's going... Listen, you can have the Ravens defense from when they were with, back with Ray Lewis and everything. But if you're constantly going 3 and out, eventually, not the Ravens defense, but unless you are just remarkable, you're going to give up points. If you're going to give them a short field, if you're going to put your defense on the field every 3 minutes, 4 minutes, it's just too much for this. You can't do that, okay? So, you go to the Detroit Lion thing, and you watched an Arizona team shut down an amazing offense in the Detroit Lions, who you pretty much have 4 downs all the time. They rarely punt the ball. They do crazy plays. There's a reason they were very close last year. It's an exciting team to watch, and we shut them down. And let's call it what it is. One of those plays should have been a pick 6. The refs fucked it up. Fair enough. And then the other play that they did to score a touchdown was one of those trick plays. Was super cool. Can't blame the Arizona defense for that. Just you tip your hat. So besides that, then Arizona gave up 13 points if you take away that tip thing. Okay? So it's stuff like that you say, wow, this is great. And Detroit doesn't have great defense. So besides this monster, but you take away. Okay, if I'm going to shut down the Lions to 20 points, we should win this, right? I know Hutchinson's an animal, but if we do that, we can beat this team. Kyler Murray looked so bad, and he looked exposed yesterday, okay? he looked to a point where I would say something needs to change, because this is not going to work ever. All right? What else do you need to do? You have a 6'4", 6'5" tight end in McBride who is huge. That man got the ball 3 times. 3 times. Okay? He was missing throws, missing the outside throw. He ran a couple of cool ones, but there's no excuse when Arizona shut them down a bunch of times to not come and at least put some points on the board. Like, do you know how bad you have to be to not even get a fucking field goal some of the times? This is the issue. We're trying to simplify Kyler Murray, and we're going to constantly go through this if we don't do something about this. Okay, it's going to be, wow, Arizona looks cool, to what happened every other week. Okay, so the way Arizona's going to have to win is defense. If we're going to stay with Kyler Murray, it's going to be defense, 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 run, run, run. Defense, 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 run, run, run. But the issue is what they're doing with Kyler is trying to do check down passes and everything so he doesn't make a mistake, which I agree with, but eventually you got to make the play. You got to make the big play. What separates Mahomes, Brady, and all these amazing guys is they make the throw when they have to make the throw. They make the big play when they have to make the big play. Kyler can't make the big play. It's just going to be simple as that, right? He needs to run way more. And you can see he almost got hurt yesterday on one of the runs. And the truth is, he's not going to be able to handle just keep running the ball. He's too small and everything. So yes, there's going to be days where he runs and he looks great, and you're saying, great, that's terrific. But when you play a great defense and he's going to run for 3 or 4 yards and gets hit all the time, it's going to take wear and tear on him. He's just not the guy. And again, I can't help but root for him so much because I'm a diehard Cardinal fan, and I'm hoping it changes and something simplifies. But when I see you not throw balls to your tight end, right? When you're not throwing short plays to Dortch and just to do the right thing, and then when you're missing Marvin wide open on the sideline and doing things, it doesn't make sense to me. Some of the play calling was a little sketchy too, but it was just, it don't make any sense. Connor is healthy 3 games in a row. You got to use him the correct way. But if James Conner is not having a good day, Kyler has to pick him up, because Connor picks Kyler up 1,000 times. So these are things that Arizona has to worry, that's going to have to go worry about. Because let me tell you right now, the Arizona Cardinals could easily be 3-0 right now. With the way the defense is played, they can easily be 3-0. And that's something that, you don't like to waste these things, right? Because, you got to remember, anything can happen in NFL. There's a reason why it's so hard for teams to win back-to-back, right? It's a reason why it's so hard for teams to be successful and players to play a long time, because injuries happen, everything. So if you have good teams and you have a good defense, this is we should be taking advantage. San Francisco has McCaffrey hurt, okay? The Rams have Cooper out. These are things where now we're healthy, we're supposed to take advantage of, and what right now we're not. Okay, right now we're not. And we're 1-2, and we easily could be 3-0. And I don't like the way things are. And we've had a hard schedule, right? If I told you right now we're playing at Buffalo, then against the Rams, then against Detroit, I could see where you say we're going to either be 1-2 or 0-3. It's not a point of the schedule. It's a point that we had our chances. And Kyler is bad with clock management. He's bad with missing target. It's just something that needs to change. Simple as that. I know everybody's going to tell me something different. There will be people that say, they agree with me. But there's things that need to happen throughout the season that don't happen for successful teams, and it's not happening for us. And if just look at yesterday. Look at Mahomes and them. Okay, look at that game. They didn't have it against the Falcons. They didn't play well. It didn't happen. Tip your hat for the Falcons, but they found a way to win like they always do. And that's what great teams do on their bad day. Arizona's been having good days, and we're still 1-2. And you can't do that. So my question is, and I'll leave it at this: how long are we leaving Kyler Murray? How long is this experiment gonna go? My worry is, My worry is we make the playoffs. Okay, my worry is we make the playoffs, or we barely squeak in, and we think, oh, let's keep going with this, and we just keep staying either just missing the playoffs or a first round exit, because the whole goal is to win a Super Bowl, right? This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen with this team. Simple as that. You guys let me know what you think. Talk soon.